So back to basics just a little bit. Okay, well, what is the big deal here? Yeah, I get that we need technology. I understand we need to, kind of have our stakeholders' goals and objectives in mind. That makes sense, kind of tracking logically. But what is the problem? Why can't we just say, we have some data, we're just going to add it up, and that's the sum total of all of the entitlement data, right? Well, all of the data from your entitlement and sourcing and procurement systems and processes, it's not that raw data, right? You can't either say, hey, we have data from the parent entity and then some reports from all the publishers. That's not all of the raw data. The problem is you have an end user entity, your company, but you might have done acquisitions. Did they have separate contracts? Were they remained there? Did they have specific terms and conditions? Were they novated over? Were they moved to your parent entity? What did that history look like? You've got to account for all of that, the basis and the history to understand your current level of entitlement. There are multiple publishers in the mix, all with their own acquisitions and sales and retitling products and bundling and unbundling and changing terms and conditions, et cetera, that you have to track. And then multiply that across these entities. So you have multiples on multiples, a lot of data to track and trends to track. You've got resellers in the mix as well. Were the terms and conditions specific to a reseller, specific to one of these entities, and how did that impact your entitlement? You've got multiple business units, and maybe even to that level, they might have specific contracts, or even worse, right? Maybe they've got a EULA that they did a click wrap online when somebody, unauthorized or no, started using SaaS applications. Here are the terms and conditions that we're bound to. And maybe you don't even have visibility at the business unit level. Add in bring your own licensing and supersession of terms with cloud marketplaces. This gets very, very interesting in these specific SaaS solutions. So it is not as simple as saying, great, we've got 30 emails, or I've got even better 30 emails and a fancy spreadsheet with all of my license keys. Technology is required. Expert interpretation is required.